these as well. These reusable silicone can, jar, and food covers have been very, very popular here at QVC. It comes from a brand named SIFTR. You're going to get 4 of them today. What do you do when you open up the can of carrots, when you open up the can of corn, and you don't need the whole can?
Yep.
Well, we're giving you a solution today, but there's so many more ways that you'll be able to use it, and we have it for you at an easy pay of just 3 payments of $6.33. K87225 is your item number. Chef Ricky Roman is here with us to talk to us all about it. Okay, so I saw these once upon a time on one of our programs here, probably on In the Kitchen with David.
Okay.
And I was like, who thought of that? It's such a genius idea. It's literally a silicone cap that you can put on top of anything.
Cans. You know, think about it. You just said it. You open a jar of tomato paste, right? You have to. You only use two tablespoons to make your sauce. Well, guess what? Flexible silicone goes right over the top, and I'll just do that again. It stretches out and goes right over the top of the can. So now I've created a seal. It's going to keep the air out from the kitchen. It's also going to prevent any odors. Here's what we used to do, right? You would take a can and try to wrap it with plastic. Well, that's not really sealed well. This is going to seal it and keep it fresh and also prevent all the odors from going out. If you have a pet, which I use this for all the time.
Oh, for
think about this.
Cat food, dog food.
You open up, you open up and you take a spoonful of it. You don't need the whole thing. Well, guess what? Because there's different sizes, this is a larger size, and this is how easy it is. You don't have to have any dexterity. You put this right over the top, and you're not wasting plastic and that foil wrap. You just put it right on the top, and then when it's time to take it off, it's soft and flexible, so it's easy to get on and off. So you don't have to have hand strength for this
and
as
you
well.
could throw it right in the dishwasher.
That's
now,
right.
here's the reason why I love this is because I don't then lose all the label information. Right? Meaning, like, if I transferred that to a different vessel, I would lose all the information on the label.
Exactly.
Here, you get that. By the way, look at the seal on that.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be amazed because silicone is naturally adhesive to smooth surfaces, so it gives you that nice seal to keep it fresh.
All right, so we are getting busy. $19 gets them home. Here are your colors. You're going to get the blue. Remember, you get 4 in assorted sizes. $1,600 to go around in the blue. We have, I believe we're calling this red. $700 to go around in the red. Orange, $700. Purple, $1,200. And if you want the green, $1,300. K87225 is your item number. Tell us a little bit about SIFTR.
So here's what I love about SIFTR. So it's designed to be a cover, but it's multifunctional, like a lot of their products. So I have to open a jar, right? Well, maybe I don't have the grip I really need with my hand.
Oh, my.
So I take this, put this over the jar. Now I get that grip, I can open it. But then think about this. Think about how many times we've gone and we've maybe thrown out this lid or lost it. Well, guess what? Now I can take that same jar I opened, and this becomes my cover.
That's your lid.
And by the way, what's easier to put on and off, this or a screw cap? So it becomes the cover for the jar, not only that you open, but if you lost the lid.
So, you know, it's one of my aunts has very, very arthritic knuckles, and in her hands, she has a very hard time opening jars. That would be a great solution for her.
Perfect. Now, here's another thing I love. When I'm not using it to cover a jar, if I'm working by the stove, I put one down right next to my stove, and guess what? It becomes a utensil rest.
Oh, wow.
And because they're dishwasher safe, they get dirty, you just throw them right in the dishwasher. How many times have you cut a piece of citrus, right? You want to make a drink.
Well, it's usually with a lemon or a lime, right? And they get dried out.
Yeah, and then what are you going to do? What are you going to take a big piece of foil or plastic wrap? No, all you do is take one of the sizes that fits your citrus, and now it keeps the air out, keeps the citrus fresh.
Wow.
Here's the smaller one. So if you have a lemon, that's what I love about all the different sizes. And it doesn't take any strength. They slide on and off. That's the beauty of silicone. And this is what we would have normally done. I mean, think about this. You have a giant container, or you're wasting all that plastic wrap over and over.
And by the way, that doesn't really keep this odor.
It doesn't keep the odor out. And then you're spending money. Well, now you're reusing it. Here's another thing. Let's say, for example, you're having a gathering and you want to keep the dip fresh. Well, who wants to do that? All you have to do is take your SIFTR. If you're going outside, it'll keep the bugs away from it.
Oh, that's
keep
great.
it nice and fresh. And then when it's time, all I
Maybe
have
for
to
the
do
ketchup.
is peel for the ketchup. Oh, I'm not going to get you on this one. And then here's the beautiful thing.
Wait, here's what's going on.
Oh, yeah, sure.
700 orders already placed. Please, QVC.com or your mobile apps, because we are very busy with this. Here are your color choices. Remember, this comes home for $6.33 on Easy Pay. Blue is the most popular. We only have 1,400. If you want red, 550. If you want the orange, 1,200. If you want the 600, excuse me. If you want the purple, 1,100, and if you want the green, 1,200 remain. Okay, 87225 is your item number. You know, just so many uses. By the way, we'll show you here, right? All the different uses.
Look at this. So here, again, because there's 4 different sizes, those small, medium, large, and excuse me, extra small. This is the large one, right? I put it over a large jar. Once again, it becomes my assistance in opening the jar, but stay with me. This lid, I gotta tell you how many times I've thrown these out. Well, guess what? Don't worry, you're not gonna have to try to wrap this. Just take that same lid that you used to open it, and now it becomes your cover. And guess what? Getting in and out of that is really easy. The other thing I love about these is that they nest. So I always think about the kitchen and how there's so little space. So you have 4 covers.
So we're showing them to you like this.
These are
However,
4
they all
covers,
nest inside each other.
But they just nest inside one another, just like this, every one of them. And this is how much space all 4 of the covers take up.
That's great.
Because they all sit inside one another. And then the small one, that's the other thing I love about it, is if you have a small can, and once again, if you're making stocks or things like that, you need a little tomato paste.
It's the enemy of my refrigerator.
You wind up throwing this out normally. You put a little foil wrap, it doesn't work.
No, I'm so guilty of putting the plastic wrap over the top.
Exactly, you're wasting
saving it forever.
You're throwing this out every day.
All right, Ricky Roman, that's an awesome product. $6.33 gets it home. Blue, red, orange, purple, and green are your choices. Okay, 87225 is your item number for that. Try that out for yourself. Hey, Rachel, what